Thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring this new Natasha Denona palette. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. As the title says, I was wrong about this palette on so many levels. I was so wrong. I'm gonna talk through some of the reasons why I didn't initially pick this up and what my thoughts are along the way. So I'll be talking about that in the Get Ready With Me. We're also featuring this Tom Ford bronzer that I recently picked up from the Sephora sale. By the way, I think today's the last day of the sale. I'll leave the information below. So if there's anything you wanna get last minute, now's your chance. And I'm also featuring the, where is it? It's here somewhere. I'm also featuring this concealer by, it's a concealer brightener actually, by Mercier. And I did a day and an evening look. This is the evening look, and we're gonna do some swatches, some close-ups, do a Get Ready With Me, and then I will give you my final thoughts explaining what I was so wrong about. So let's get started. I cannot believe I actually got my hands on this palette. I have been looking for this for the past week. So we have the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette, and this is the one in dark. It has this beautiful raised lettering on it. It comes with a protector on the mirror, that's why it's fuzzy, so let's remove that. So it's a nice large mirror. All of the shades look really pretty. I saw this in store and it was these two that I think steered me away from it. So we're gonna really see how this works, especially for someone like me. Let's go ahead and swatch these. So wow, had I swatched these in store, yeah, I would have picked up both of the palettes. They swatch so evenly, so smoothly, so I'm really excited to see what we can do with this. My mistake for not swatching this in store. I don't know, I just looked at them and wasn't quite sure about those shimmery shades, the metallic ones, but they are gorgeous. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Those swatches were amazing, and again, had I swatched them in store, I would have picked up both palettes right away. They were sitting right in front of me. I could have picked them both up last week, but I passed. So let me put my makeup on and I'll tell you why I initially passed. We're gonna go in with something that I remembered I had. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Longwear Makeup, SPF 19. I really liked it. I have mine in 3W1. It's this product right here. Sometimes I forget to show the product. It's a really nice, lightweight, but a beautiful glow on the skin, and I feel like I'm a little bit lighter now, so let's see how this goes. I was a bit more tan when I tried this initially, so SHISEIDO brush. So the reason I passed on this palette, there are a few reasons. First, the shades. So both of the shades in both the light and the dark are not things that I am gravitating towards anyway right now. I'm usually gravitating towards more cool shades. I love green right now. And I felt like these looked like something I could find somewhere else. Kind of reminded me of the Charlotte Tilbury Desert Haze a little bit. And I thought maybe the shades would get lost on my skin tone. Okay, this is a really easy product to use. And it has a great wear time on it. Still a little bit light for me, but in the center it's fine. Nice sheer lightweight coverage. I'm gonna go in with the Mercier stick that I recently picked up, the Secret Camouflage. This one's in 3 warm. I'm like in the 3 range. It's got a concealer and a brightener. So I picked this up during the sale. We'll try it under my eyes. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I feel like I've already tried it under there, but we'll cover the spots with this. Okay, so I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, so I thought that the shades weren't that unique. And like I said, the shimmer in here looked like too much shimmer for me, but I know some people love that, but just for me, I thought it's not something I'm going to use that often. Okay, let's go under here. Let's just try. I think it's gonna be too dry, but we shall see. Another reason I passed is the price point, because based on what I normally pick up, the price point is quite different. So I might have an item that's one item that is maybe twice the price of this whole palette. So I thought I questioned the quality because of the price point. So for better or worse, that is kind of something that I look at just when I'm looking at a product. Not to say you can't get products that are great values. So relative to things I normally feature, this price point isn't in that range. I'm gonna go, I can't read this. I'm gonna go with the brightener. That was not the brightener. This is the brightener. So then I tried to go back for the palettes after I saw that some of you wanted me to pick it up. And of course it was not there. Actually, the Brighten's kind of nice here. It is a thicker kind of consistency than say something like La Prairie. Okay, so maybe not for the under eye area for me. It's okay, it's a little bit dry. I think this is better though for the face. So I'm gonna brighten here as well. So then these are sold out on stock. So these were sold out online and then they came back into stock. One at a time, kind of, they were all over the place. I ordered the light one, and actually I thought I could pick it up at my Sephora the same day, but then it actually was canceled because they didn't have it. So I ordered that through the mail. I ordered this through the mail as well. So this is the only one that's here for now. I will be receiving the light one as soon as that arrives, but I think that's gonna take another week. So at the end, if I feel like this is a good one, I'll let you know whether I think you should pick up the light one before I even try it. But that is assuming they are consistent in performance. So let's go in with this. I remembered I had this. I was trying to think of like another powder that would have a beautiful glow. So let's go into the Dior Backstage. This is the face and body one, and I have mine in 2N, which looks like a good shade for me, but it's a little bit light. And I was thrown off by the shade itself. It was a little bit light for me. So let's see how it looks now, because that was in the summer. Okay, it's better for me now. So essentially I've been chasing this palette for the last week. But I'm glad to have it. I know that everyone has been doing reviews on this, but I just thought, let me pick this up for reference sake as well, in case she comes out with more palettes like this, which it would be wise of her to if there were so many great reviews. Nice lightweight kind of finisher. Okay, we're gonna go in next with the almost dropped it. We're gonna go in with the Tom Ford bronzer. This is the one that I picked up during the sale. It looks a little cool for me. And then one of you mentioned there's a larger one, because this feels quite lightweight as well. This is in 02 Terra. Okay, not as cool as I thought, but it's definitely more of like a contour shade on me than anything else. Yeah, it definitely has more pink in it. My sister would actually probably really like this. She has more pink in her skin tone, but I think it's like a neutral. It's a neutral bronzer on me. Not to like the Guerlain, which is nice and warm for me. Really nice application on this though. I can see why so many of you love this one. Yeah, that's definitely a really pretty bronzer, but cooler on me for sure. Let's go in with my Gucci pencil, which I love. Okay, another thing I recently picked up from Sephora is the ORIBE Superfine Hairspray, but the little one, the travel one, because we love this one so much, so we're gonna travel with this one. I got the full size one, and then, yeah, just probably keep this one in the luggage, ready to go. Such an easy eyebrow pencil to use. We're gonna go in with another eyebrow gel in a moment here. I'm trying to think of any last minute things to pick up before the sale ends, so let me know what you think I need to pick up, because now is my chance. I wish I had just do one shopping and then be done, but then I remember this or that, or I see someone else using a product like, oh yeah, I needed to pick that up, or I want to try that, so let me know. Now let's go in with a product that is new that I picked up as well. This is the Anastasia, I'm like on a brow kick here, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. So this is the one that's clear, and I've already started using it. This one, it's clear. So those of you who want to try something without color, again, so kindly recommended by Victoria James. She really helps me out with the brow products. So we're gonna go in with this Patrick Ta spoolie. I know there's a little bit of color in here. Let's see if we can remove that. Wow, that really got kind of caked on there. So I'm just gonna turn it because the other side doesn't have as much. We're gonna go in here and then take this spoolie. I think this is how you use it. And then we're just gonna brush up. Okay. Right away, this is so much easier to use. I mean, the Patrick Ta, very nice, but it just is extra steps. And I think sometimes that works, but for every day, for me, this is much, much faster. yeah, that was really quick. So definitely, I don't want to miss things like the Natasha Denona palette again, especially when it's sitting right in front of me. Please make sure to DM me on Instagram or leave a comment on any of my videos and let me know that you want to see something, because it's really good to know what you want to see as well. So part of the reason I picked this up is my curiosity about this, and the other part was because I know so many of you wanted to see this. So we will be doing the light one as well. Like I said, whenever that arrives, I think next week. Let's start with the eyes, and we're taking this one. Pretty, that's a great one and done. And I'm just pulling this out to my eye. I'm just pulling this out really gently, and I haven't really blended anything yet. So, oh, I didn't even prime. I was gonna prime. Oh well. Okay, so this is on non-primed eyes. Yeah, I totally forgot to prime here. Okay, looks good though. Let's go in with this other one. I know it says transition, but we're putting it all on the eye here. Let's go in with this shade first in the outer corner and see, we could probably just come up with a look right there. This is a crease shade, but you can see the intensity here. Usually this will be like the deepest shade for me right here. And that, I still have one deeper even than that, Smoke. So yeah, these are really easy to use. And I don't have a lot of Natasha Denona. I think I have like 1 or 2 palettes, little ones, because her palettes actually are kind of overwhelming for me. That's one of the reasons I don't pick up as many of her products, because it's just too much. I like quads, quints. Okay, so this was gonna be a daytime, but oh my goodness, it went to less daytime pretty quick here. But we'll intensify. So you could definitely do, like I said, a one and done with that first shade. So in terms of like the amount of shades that are in here is perfect for me because I can manage that many. Take a little of this shade right here and just go under the eye. I haven't watched anyone's reviews. I've just seen like thumbnails and they all look like people love them. So this is quite intense, this dark one. So if you're medium toned like me, the light one will probably look really beautiful on you as well. I feel like I'm right in the zone where I could use either of these and they would look pretty. Yeah, I'm really curious about the light one now, so I'm excited for that one to arrive. Super easy to use. Just gonna use my Chantecaille eyeliner brush here and take the deepest shade. This one right here. I'm gonna use that as an eyeliner. I'm really excited about the blush. Just going along. Yeah, the ease of use of this palette is amazing. Really easy to blend, apply, things went where they were supposed to go, and really beautiful. So I know some of you want to see a daytime version. This is even intense for daytime, but I think let's go ahead with mascara. I know some of you like to see the mascara after I do the evening one, but I think in this case, so let's say this is daytime though, and we are gonna think about how we can go to evening using this as a base. So in that case, I would already have mascara. So let me put mascara on, then we'll do the blush and then we'll intensify. Okay, I went in with the RODIAL XXL Mascara, this one right here. And I went in with the Chantecaille mascara under the lash line. So let's go in with a blush and then we'll kind of get everything evening. Okay, I was really impressed with this blush when I swatched it. We're gonna go in with this Clé de Peau blush brush, which I've been loving. Really pretty. It's got some fire behind it, even though it looks kind of muted in the pan. I was like, what is that brown? I think I stuck some, oh no. I got a little bit of the eyeshadow. Let's see, okay, let's test out this Mercier, where are you? Usually a good concealer can go over powder just fine, so we're gonna just powder because I picked up some of the brown smoke shade and accidentally deposited it on my face, even though my brush fits quite nicely into the blush. Actually, it works quite nicely, the concealer over powder if you make an accident like I did. Okay, a little bit of powder. Not the best, but better than it looked. Okay, Let's try this again. Why? Why do I keep getting up my face? Oh, it's on my thumb. It's working nicely on top of the powder and the concealer right up here in the front. Ooh, I'm really excited for the lighter palette too for the blush. It's so lightweight as well. A cream blush palette from her would be amazing as well after using this blush. I would love that. Also, when I'm going to open this, my finger is, it's my fault, but my finger is ending up here, picking up some of that. So it'd be nice if it was on the side, I think, the little notch thing. I mean, something small, but for someone clumsy like me, it makes a difference. Okay, that's some impressive blush. Really nice blush. So sometimes there's a compromise when you have palettes like this. Like some of the shades are good and some are like eh, but so far everything's been really, really top notch. So let's go ahead and powder in the front as normal. I just like to do that to kind of blur the front just a little bit more. More of the Dior powder. Yeah, so far the concealer's okay under the eye. I just would not be my first choice. I think I'm gonna have to go in with some serious powder right in the front though, because I still can see a little bit of darkness. Okay, I thought we could go in with the Patrick Ta lip liner in She's Humble. Just to cancel out a little bit of that exterior color. And I thought a great one would be Glowing Jen, Charlotte Tilbury. I think it goes beautifully with this palette. Okay, so this is a daytime look. I think I just used the matte shades, yeah, on this one, but we're gonna go ahead and intensify. We're gonna use some of those more metallic shades and also deepen it up on the exterior a little bit. And we're gonna go in with a nice dark eyeliner in the waterline. Let's go ahead now with the smoke shade. We're gonna take this deepest shade, which I kept getting into on accident, again, because of this little opener. Just be careful when you open it, because if you're clumsy like me, it's gonna happen because it's really soft as well. So let me just make sure I don't have any excess on there so it doesn't end up everywhere. Let's go in with this. Ooh, do you see that? That is really, like, I just went in lightly too. So this is a really impressive shadow. I think the deeper matte shades are amongst the more difficult, I think, to get correct, in that sometimes they're a little bit too dry or they skip. Yeah, not getting that with this. Look how beautiful that is. Wow. I've been wowed by so many palettes recently, so it makes me excited about makeup. So let's go ahead with the crease shade and we're gonna increase the intensity there as well. And my eyes are smaller, so I do like this Swangos 20 brush a lot because I can place things pretty easily and not end up with shadow everywhere. Yeah, I even went to my Sephora 2 additional times just to see. I know it said they didn't have it in stock, but I went in store just to check and they didn't. Okay, again, the ease of use on this, just bringing that color up there, blended so easily. Again, primer, because I completely forgot to add primer. It worked really well. So let's go underneath with this shade again. We're gonna go under the lash line here. Okay, let's go ahead with these colors. Now the inner corner, I'm gonna take my Sonia G #1 brush, take that in the inner corner. Oh, I forgot to add the highlighter. Of course I'll do that. So there's that. And then we're gonna take the outer corner shade right here. I like to go in between the deepest shade and the shade next to it, just kind of mesh them together. Really pretty, not as intense as I thought it was going to be. So that's lovely. I'm gonna take the inner corner, this lighter shade again, just a little bit further this way. I'm gonna go in the waterline with that black liner as well, and then finish this eye up and even them out. And I couldn't help myself, I had to go in with a little bit of the Perfect Blur Powder by CHANTECAILLE, just right here in the front, right here, here, and then right between my eyebrows. A little too glowy for me right there. But other than that, Looking really, really beautiful. Let's go in with the highlighter now. Now I don't wear highlighter all the time, but we'll see for today. That's beautiful. And that is one of those highlighters that doesn't emphasize texture. It's almost as if it was a liquid highlighter being applied. Just a little bit on the bridge of the nose. I don't usually highlight here, but it's such a beautiful glow that I want to see how this looks on the bridge of my nose, just up here. I love that highlighter, and I'm not a highlighter person. So let's go in with that in the inner corner as well. Oh yeah, I think I prefer this in the inner corner. I knew when I did those swatches that I had made a mistake by not picking up both of the palettes when they were right in front of me. I wish I had swatched them in store. I don't know why I didn't. I think I was just trying to pick things up really quickly. Like I said, it was the shades that I thought, things I think I could find in other places. It was the price point. Again, not being on par with the other items that I feature. I'm not saying that you cannot find great products at lower price points. You can. I just feature things that happen to be at a different price point than this. So I wasn't quite sure about the quality of this. Sometimes with face palettes, I've seen it before where not everything is amazing in there. So I was concerned there might be some kind of compromise in there. Rarely do you find palettes where everything is amazing. So this is such a great deal. Price point or not, I think that this could have been probably much more than they priced it at because of the quality. So starting with the shades, beautiful. They are not amongst the shades that I have. There aren't things I can really compare this to. The only thing that came to mind again is the Desert Haze palette by Charlotte Tilbury, but it's definitely got more red in here compared to that one. That one was more like orangey. The shades were so easy to work with. Every step of the way, I didn't have any issues with any of the shades. They blended beautifully. Again, I forgot to prime my eyes, so this is just on bare skin. Worked really, really beautifully for both the mattes, which again is tricky sometimes. Mattes I think are harder to disguise any imperfections, but the mattes went on beautifully, seamlessly. Then for the shimmery shades, they are not as intense as I thought they would be, those metallic-y shades, but I do have to say I prefer the highlighter for the inner corner. That's a gorgeous highlighter. I don't typically wear a highlighter. If I'm gonna skip something, it's gonna be highlighter, but this is a beautiful glow. And one of the reasons is I am in my very late 40s, almost 50. And if there's any potential for a highlighter to emphasize texture, you'll see it on me. It's not that much texture, but I'll see it. And I don't see that here. It's beautiful. And this blush is gorgeous. I cannot wait to receive my light one that is coming in the mail sometime. So we'll do a get ready with me using that one. If you were hesitating on this, I would definitely pick it up. This is my one makeup regret that I didn't pick up the first time I saw them. In terms of the price point, really great value for this palette because everything in here is wonderful. I mean, the only things I think I probably won't use that much are these metallic shades just because that's me and I don't typically use them. But I will definitely use this highlighter as an inner corner shade. But it's a beautiful palette. I was wrong on everything that I assumed about this palette, and I'm so happy I picked it up. I will definitely be using it. I'm traveling soon. This might be the one I'm gonna take with me, I think, because everything worked out so beautifully. But I'm gonna do a vlog, so you'll find out what I packed with me, but I think this will do a lot in terms of just having this mascara and eyeliner and a lip. Really hoping she does more like this, especially, like I said, at this price point. Everything was beautiful in here. There were no compromises that I could find. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I look forward to reading your comments. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.